Hey baddies, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this outfit for Valentine's Day. Here's what my initial design for the outfit looked like. So when designing the top, instead of starting from scratch, I decided to buy a pattern from Etsy, which will be linked below, of a corset pattern. And I taped it all together and cut it out. And then I cut it out in some mock-up fabric and started to fit it better to my body. I have a bigger chest to like body ratio, so I had to kind of tweak the pattern a little bit so the like boob cup area fit me properly. And this is what my mock-up looked like after I kind of cut it apart and repositioned some seam lines. And then I made my own pattern out of those pieces, and this is what it looked like. So I had all my pieces marked and ready. So then I cut it out of my main fabric for the corset. And then I also cut it out of an interlining fabric, which I literally just used a bedsheet that I had, and this is what it looked like. I hand sewed the pieces together just to give the fabric a little bit more weight so it could be thicker and, more supportive as a corset. And then I also cut out the lining fabric, and I used like a really lightweight fabric that was probably not the best for this project. I probably should have used something like a little bit thicker, but I just used what I had. I didn't buy any new materials or fabrics for this project for real. I only had to buy the boning and stuff. So this is what the lining looked like. And then I also made my own pattern for the skirt. I followed Kim Dave's skirt tutorial, which I'll also link below to make the skirt. And I also kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it a little bit more low rise. And then this is the fabric I'm using to make my skirt. It's kind of this checkered fabric. You can kind of see from the sketch I had earlier. And yeah, I'm using this fabric, and I cut that out from the skirt pattern. And I also cut out the skirt lining. Okay, it's February 13th. It's like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. And I'm about to start sewing the pieces together. I was so busy all day, so I couldn't start it until right now. But it's okay. I'm fine with staying up all night. Like, this is fun to me. So this is the skirt lining. I'm going to start sewing the skirt lining in the main part of the skirt. I'm starting with the skirt because I don't know why. I just feel like a little bit like slightly scared to start the top. I'm not scared to start it. I actually am like looking forward to starting getting done. But I feel like the skirt will be something like super quick to get done because it's just the two side seams and then throwing in the zipper. I'm probably going to finish it up until the point where like before I sew in the zipper, and then I'm going to do that at some different point. I don't know why. Maybe I'll finish it all the way. I don't know. We'll see. So right now I'm going to sew the side seams of the lining skirt and the actual main skirt together. Okay, now I'm sewing all the bodice pieces together. I took a break from the skirt. I sewed the side seams together and the darts at the back. I had to make some fit adjustments from the pattern, so because the pattern wasn't perfect, so I had to take it in on the sides and then lengthen the darts. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and do the zipper. I feel very sleepy, so I'm scared to do the zipper because I feel like I'm going to make a mistake. But we will press forward. So I sewed like these seams already, but I'm going to sew these seams. They're just pinned right now. And then I'm going to sew that part. I'm going to sew everything together. And yeah, we're going to move forward with that. Okay, skirt is done. She's hemmed beautifully. I low-key, like a blind hem would have been best for this, so it wouldn't have shown up. But guess what? It still looked good. So it is hemmed. It is pressed. Lining is hemmed, pressed. Zipper is in, laying smoothly. I tried to cut it out evenly so like these would line up, but it's low-key a little bit off here, but it still looks really, really good. Well, actually looks really good. I didn't even really peep that. That looks pretty good, except for like right here. But I was gonna add a hook and eye at the top. I don't know if I'm gonna do that by the time I wear it tomorrow, but yeah. I actually haven't even done the final try-ons. We're about to do that to see if it actually fits. Hopefully it does, because I'm not taking none of this apart. Okay, first impression, cute. So cute from the front, like T. The back is super short, but I feel like that's cute. Like, that's fine. I don't know how she's gonna walk, like, but it's such a cute fit. Like, let me see if I can walk to the mirror without it completely riding up. Let's see. Like, it's so short that honestly it's fine. It didn't really ride up, but if I try to do any type of acrobatics, this shit going in the ear. It's cute though. I think it's so cute. This is what the top is looking like at this point. I have everything sewn together and pressed. Well, not everything sewn together because I still need to sew this. But I need to do more research about how I'm going to apply the boning, because I'm a little bit confused about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to apply the boning. Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to apply the boning to this, the outside layer, or the lining. And then this little stripe fabric is the underlining. And you can tell I made it out of this bedsheet fabric because it's literally the same pattern. But anyways, I'm gonna do a little bit more research. I think I will. My only concern is like this is like 4 layers of fabric in this seam. So to add a boning on top of that, I feel like it's gonna be too what's it called? Too thick. Actually, it might be perfect now that I think about it. I'm so tired, like I can't even fully think right now. So what I might do, actually this is probably perfect. Sew this channel and just put this boning in there. Wait, why didn't I just do that in the first place? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so next morning I have sewn the boning channels, sewn this part on top, stitched it, and I also finished sewing the lining together. Sorry I wasn't recording. I just had to like lock in because it's the day of. The lining, she turned out pretty good. I just top stitched the seam allowance, serged it, and top stitched it. So now we're gonna sew this, like the lining to the shell along the top edge, and then we're gonna insert the boning after that. I also put on the interfacing on these sides because I'm gonna do, what's it called, eyelets, so I can lace it up in the back. So I just lined up the corset lining with the corset main fabric along the top, right sides together, and sewed that seam. Okay, so I just finished putting the eyelets in. Struggle of my life. Honestly, they look fine. The only thing is like it kind of is crinkling up here and I don't love that. And then I messed up on this one, but I don't think I can take it off. And it's towards the bottom, so I'm gonna leave it. And here's how the final outfit turned out. I ended up putting the boning in the lining of the bodice and not the actual outside fabric, just because the channels I created were too small. But the outfit turned out really, really cute. For the necktie, I just cut out a long strip of tulle and then just zigzagged over the edges and tied it around my neck. That's all. But I think it turned out really, really cute.